have read a ton of self-help books. Normally, I come away feeling like I need to get better or work harder towards a particular goal, such as time management, saving money, eating better, or being more confident. Sure, many of them are inspiring and encouraging, but as I turn the last page, the message most of them imprint in my mind is, you need to do better. Which is why Atomic Habits by James Clear felt so different. I experienced something I rarely feel when reading self-help books: relief. I'd finally found a book that really understood the situation I was in. The main message from Atomic Habits is this: the reason you struggle to change your behavior is not because you can't or don't want to, it's because you have the wrong systems. Without the right system, you cannot sustain the right habits that will get you the outcomes you want. Throughout the book, and with plenty of examples, James Clear explains the compounding power of habits. Though small, like atoms, regular habits over time become powerful enough to determine the trajectory of our lives. We're often blind to the compounding power of our bad habits. We go to bed late, we fail to call our friends, we procrastinate on a project, we eat that sweet treat every day, and then we are shocked when, years down the line, we experience bad outcomes: poor health, stress, no career growth, and so on. Atomic Habits says that if we are aware and intentional about developing good habits and breaking bad ones, then we can steer our lives exactly where we desire. The thing is though, most of us really do try to do better. We try eating healthier, working out more, being more productive, scrolling less. So why is it so difficult to get rid of bad habits and sustain good ones? It all starts with identity. At one time or another, you have probably tried to eat healthier. Many people don't succeed, as is clear from the increasing rates of obesity and lifestyle diseases. Here's how most of us approach the goal of eating healthier. I am going to stop eating sugary foods or processed foods. I will eat more vegetables and fruits. I'll try and watch my portions so I don't eat too much. All these are outcomes, and the reason they often don't succeed is that they clash with our identity. Whether you realize it or not, you hold certain beliefs about yourself. Adopting habits that go against those beliefs doesn't work because that's not who you are. Or rather, it's not who you believe you are. Instead, Atomic Habits recommends starting behavior change by changing your identity. Instead of focusing on the outcomes of eating healthier, change the following aspects of your identity. I am someone who loves eating healthy foods. I derive pleasure from experiencing the varied textures and taste of fruits, vegetables, and other healthy meals. I am someone who loves taking care of their body. I am someone who is mindful about how much they eat. Of course, it's not a snap of the fingers change. It takes repeated affirmations to develop your new identity. Even more importantly, it requires repeated actions or habits. You probably will not be able to stop eating junk food immediately, but every time you eat a fruit, it reaffirms your identity as someone who loves eating healthy. As your identity strengthens, good habits become easier to repeat until they are automatic. This applies to any other area of your life. Instead of focusing on the outcomes or goals you want to achieve, focus on the kind of person you want to be. To start running, take on the identity of an athlete. To read more books, believe that you're a reader or a scholar. To sleep better, believe that you're someone who values rest. To be more assertive, believe that you're someone who is confident. You may be thinking, that's all nice and good, but how do you maintain good habits as you wait for your new identity to get stronger? It doesn't matter how much I believe I am an athlete if I cannot go on a run regularly, especially when I don't feel like it. Between identity and outcomes are processes. These are the systems that allow us to develop and maintain good habits. Atomic Habits goes against traditional exhortations of discipline, grit, hustle, and motivation. Instead, it says that you need to make your habits as easy as possible to do. That's the only way to stick to them. It provides 4 laws or systems that you can apply to good habits. Make them obvious, make them attractive, make them easy, make them satisfying. To make good habits obvious, make them more visible in your routine or environment. One way to do this is called habit stacking. This is where you add a new habit to something you already do. For example, you can eat a fruit immediately you get home from work, or read a page of a book each time you get in bed. Another tip is to add cues to your environment. Leave fruits where you can easily see them and hide unhealthy snacks if you want to eat healthier. Have a book right next to your bed if you want to read more. To make good habits attractive, pair them with a current habit or activity that you enjoy. For example, I have started carrying a book whenever I go to the park. Instead of scrolling on my phone, I'll take that time to read. My brain has started connecting a new desired habit, reading, with a habit I already enjoy, going to the park. So reading has become more attractive, and I've started doing it even when I'm not at the park. Another tip Atomic Habits suggests is joining a group or community that's related to your new habit. Our natural human desire to fit in will make the new habit attractive and easier to stick to. That's why running clubs or reading clubs are so effective. But it can be as simple as finding a friend or two who enjoy the same good habits as you. To make good habits easy, start small and reduce friction. To become a runner, start by going on brisk walks, build up to a 1 mile run, and so on. To eat healthy, start by eating one fruit a day instead of adopting some crazy diet. Reducing friction can be as simple as having healthy food within easy reach, going to a gym that's on your way to work, or making your bed more comfortable for sleep. To make good habits satisfying, give yourself immediate rewards to stay motivated. This can be buying yourself something nice or taking yourself out to dinner if you stick to a habit for a period of time, like a week or a month. Charting your progress on the calendar or in a diary can also be enough of a reward. It's also important to recognize the good outcomes of your habits. Do not dismiss even the small wins. My only quibble with Atomic Habits is that it spends a bit too much time talking about breaking bad habits. I believe that focusing your time and energy on what you want to see more of is the best way to diminish and break off bad habits. But if you want a blueprint for breaking bad habits, Atomic Habits offers the same 4 laws, but in reverse. Make them invisible, make them unattractive, make them difficult, make them unsatisfying. The smallest changes lead to the biggest outcomes, so start small wherever you are. Change the limiting beliefs you have about yourself. Adopt small changes that are in line with the person you want to become, and use the 4 systems to maintain those habits.